Classic cars that once belonged to Hollywood greats like Clark Gable and Steve McQueen were among dozens of vintage vehicles recently displayed on the shores of Italy's Lake Como. Founded in 1929, the Concorso d'Eleganza Villa d'Este was dropped after World War II but was revived in 1995. It is now one of the world's major events for vintage cars. This 1952 Jaguar once belonged to Clark Gable.
I was delivered to him to the film set in Cornwall by Jaguar itself, and after he got the car and after he finished the filming in Cornwall, he made a journey all around Europe with this car, and he stayed here for 18 months, and but during this time he drove all the time this car.
This 1966 Ferrari once belonged to Italian film star Marcello Mastroianni. It still has its original number plate. The current owner, Carlo Confidati, was keen to keep it as close to its original look as possible. We tried to leave it in exactly the same condition as it was back then, and it hasn't changed much. It has very few kilometers on it. Mastroianni was a car enthusiast and often changed vehicles. Many of them were dark in color because he found that elegant. Also a Ferrari fan, Steve McQueen owned this one, which was delivered to him in 1967. Originally a hazelnut brown color, it underwent a color change to suit McQueen's taste.
McQueen hated on site and instructed his favoured paint shop at the time to propose a new colour. Chianti Red was the colour that was proposed, which McQueen agreed to. The car was then completely repainted in the colour that you see it in today.
With the theme Back to the Future, the journey continues. The 87th edition of the Concorso brought together some 50 historic cars spanning 8 decades of vehicle history. And in addition to the usual show, the event also featured rally machines for the first time, to the delight of vintage car enthusiasts from around the world.